Now, what's really great about Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni is that they are working on Mandalorian Season 3 and 4 back-to-back, while Dave Filoni really is investing a lot of his time in shows out there like the Acolyte TV show, which, by the way, is all set and ready to debut by 2023. Exactly when is still unclear, but they are aiming for spring of next year. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel for future Star Wars updates. Also, by the way, guys, make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support. It is greatly appreciated. Now, one thing about the new Star Wars universe is that there are a lot of things happening at the same exact time between Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni working on a lot of other Star Wars shows that are about to be revealed at D23, and of course at Star Wars Celebration later this year and next year as well. That's going to be a big deal. So D23 this year and Celebration next year will be the biggest events, with Disney Plus Day set to also house a couple of other announcements as well. So with that being said, one thing about the future of the Star Wars universe is that George Lucas will also be involved in helping with a lot of these other new Star Wars TV shows and Star Wars projects, such as the books, the novels, the comics, and video games. That's going to lend a lot of credit to the new lore that Jon Favreau and Filoni will to be able to announce at all these different events and to actually make them canon in all of the new Star Wars shows moving ahead. Now that brings us, of course, to what's been going on with Mando Season 3 and 4 and exactly what's going on with the character of Grogu. Now, Jon Favreau is making sure that the character of Grogu is going to be a big deal in both Mandalorian Season 3 and 4 to really give fans something very exciting to look forward to. Now, on top of all of this, with both the Mandalorian Season 3 and 4 being worked on back-to-back, that will not only include revelations that will create saga-wide changes, but also Favreau and Filoni changing Star Wars history in the process with some of the creative choices that are about to actually make with the new Star Wars TV shows. However, in a recent interview with Jon Favreau about the future of the Mandalorian series, Favreau went on to confirm and tease big things about Grogu and Luke Skywalker in the future of the Mandalorian series. Favreau went on to say the following: "Well, we have two big things that we are focusing on with Grogu in what fans are calling the mandoverse, haha. Myself and Dave are really working hard on this true identity. It's going to be this big and crazy reveal that we want to make it out to be bigger, or at least on par with the I am your father moment. Now, Grogu's story is going to be important to all 9 Star Wars movies that we are actually focusing on, and we are going to establish that across all of our Star Wars shows that we are currently working on, and why Grogu is so important. You are going to witness his growth with the Force and what kind of dark side tendencies lie within. What are those dark side memories of Order 66, who saved him, and stuff like that is exactly what will be actually questioned and answered later on. As to who saved Grogu from Order 66, this is probably one of the biggest reveals we are about to make in Mando 4. Everything is going to be set up with Mando 3, and I can't really reveal everything just yet, but what I can say is that the character that does save Grogu from the difficult period in the franchise is going to be very familiar to fans and will leave a big impact in Star Wars history. So, before I get to the next thing of what Favreau has to say here, this is, of course, one of the biggest questions of all within the Mandalorian series, is exactly who in the world saved Grogu, right? This is something that a lot of fans want to know. Who saved Grogu? Exactly how did Grogu survive Order 66? Why is he so important? And exactly what does it really mean for the future of Star Wars, right? Now, one thing that Favreau promises here is that the savior of Grogu is that it is going to be a very familiar character, and it's going to be a very established character that was created by George Lucas. As to exactly who saved him, that really does raise a couple of questions. I would like to know what you guys have to say about that. Who do you think the savior of Grogu is? Could it very well be Anakin? Could it very well be a big twist of something like that? Or could it be something more around the lines of perhaps maybe it was somebody else that survived? We already know that there are extensive plans for Mace Windu to actually return, and the fact that he survived by the hands of Palpatine, and that is going to be made canon in the next couple of months. We actually went over this a couple of weeks ago. So, moving forward from all of this, alright, Favreau also wants to make it clear to the fans that we promise it's not going to be over-exaggerated, he says, or anything like that. We want to make sure that this character that saves Grogu is going to be one of the big twists and/or turns in the Star Wars series that will leave a footprint in the Star Wars movies. We are going to make sure that this is going to be a major character that was important to the entire saga. So once again, Favreau confirming that whoever saved Grogu is going to be a very big character that is already established in the movies, and it's going to leave a footprint in the Skywalker saga films, which leads me to believe that there is a great possibility here that it could very well be Anakin Skywalker, who had a glimmer of light that actually, blossomed when he was actually slaughtering all the Jedi in the Jedi Temple during Order 66. It's very possible that he had a moment of light where he saves Grogu and realizes exactly how important he really is. It's just a possibility. We're not quite sure exactly just yet who this new character is, or who this very important character really is that saves Grogu, right? Moving on. So he goes on to also reveal, I just want to really say who right now, of course, for obvious reasons, but I can't say, and it's something that we will reveal in the very near future. The savior of Grogu is going to completely change how fans view the Skywalker saga movies, is all I can really say, haha. So, in time will tell for fans. It's really a blast working on Mando 3 and 4, back to back. We are about to do some additional filming for Mandalorian Season 3 to connect things to Mandalorian Season 4. Moving forward, however, it's all about these wild reveals that we are about to explore. What that means for the Skywalkers, what it means for all the established characters with George, and what he created is going to be the surprising elements to the fans as well. We are always listening to the fans and what they want to see, which makes everything all the more fun. Now, of course, what Favreau is saying here is that everything related to the character of Grogu and the revelations that will be attached to him is going to really change Skywalker Saga's history. Now, obviously, this is going to be a very delicate, choice by Favreau and Filoni. They have to make sure that they make the right call here, that it's not going to upset a lot of fans, so they know what they're doing. I mean, they take their time on this. It's exactly why Mando 3 was delayed from holiday of 2022 to February of 2023. And they want to just take as much time as they can to make sure that these stories are going to be very well crafted and very well embedded in the George Lucas vision. And I respect that. I don't mind waiting a couple of extra months as long as it's very well made. And, judging from the leaked teaser of Mando 3, it's looking great so far. And how it's going to lend credit to Mando 4, we will find out once Mando 3 arrives in February. That's going to stretch all the way until the spring of 2023. So overall, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you guys have to say about all this below in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
From night to moon we hear them moans again.